Right now that we know what the quartiles and IQR are, and we've learned how to find a 5-number summary, we're going to put those pieces together to create something called a box plot. So this is a different kind of graph, and it's a visual representation of the median, the IQR, and the outliers. Okay, so each part of the box represents 25% of the data. So this lower blue part is 25% of the data, and this upper gray part is also 25% of the data, even though it is, the box itself appears to be bigger, it's just where 25% of the data, the lowest to the highest value is. The box itself represents the IQR. So it's the bottom of the box, the top of the box is the center 50% of your data. And then the whiskers that come out from the top of the box and the bottom of the box either go to the min or the max, or they go to the boundary line for the outliers. So whichever it happens to come across first as it leaves the box. So in this case, at the top of the box, where the line ends is going to be our max. At the bottom of the box, this line extends down to where the boundary line is for the outliers, and then the min itself is actually an outlier. So anything that you have that's a star, a dot, an X, a triangle, a square, anything that's out beyond the end of the whiskers is always going to be an outlier. Right, so we call an observation a suspected outlier if it falls more than 1.5 times the IQR away from the box. So if we take the IQR and we multiply it by 1.5 and we add it to the top of the box, any data points that are beyond that, we are suspected to be outliers. And then similarly, if we start at the bottom of the box and then we subtract that 1.5 times the IQR away, any numbers that are lower than that are also going to be outliers. Okay, so that formula looks like this. You always want to do that 1.5 times the IQR first and find that number. And then that upper fence is going to be Q3 plus the 1.5 IQR. And then the lower fence for our lower outliers will be Q1 to the bottom of the box minus 1.5 times the IQR. All right, come back in the next video and we're going to actually go through how to do this with our ages of the 19 adults.